next fella, Roberto Rodriguez, is talking about human firewalls, and it's strange that we should have him on the same ticket as someone that says, come on down and I'll let you walk through some fire. Right now, not knowing her that well, I'm on his side. Roberto,
thank you.
Give us your thing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, pretty much most of the things also you talk about with security, well, with awareness actually, we can put that in cybersecurity as well. So I like some of your pictures because I use one of those things in cybersecurity. I don't know if that was conscious over there, but let me just work this. Alright, so right, so let me just start real quick because I know we're running out of time here. So we have the agenda for today. What is human firewalls? How did we start? Our customers, what do we do? What is the problem? And actually, what are we trying to fix? And what are the benefits if you decide to actually bring human firewalls to your organization? So, well, our name actually infuses from two critical concepts of networking, I would say in cybersecurity, human and firewalls. So firewalls is the most essential, I would say, device in your network. It's a device that filters information coming in and coming out of your network. And we can see in the picture over there, we can have a firewall in here, right? So everything touches your firewall, and then everything gets filtered to your network. You have that at home, right? Because if you have a Comcast, Verizon router, that also works as a firewall because you can apply filters and you can protect your kids and your family there. Humans are the most important, it's the most important asset actually of a company because without the employees, your company wouldn't even exist, right? Without the professors in the school, Deltech wouldn't even exist, right? Also students, but so humans is the most important part of the business, and that's something that companies forget. And that's a big, actually part of the presentation. I want you to keep thinking about that. Human is the most important part of your organization, and pretty much blending those two ideas that emphasize our commitment to enhance the network, the security of your network, to provide the appropriate visibility in your network to actually be able to come up with proactive solutions, how to identify a threat, how to actually contain the threat, how to actually stop that threat, and then also how we can put the proper security controls in order to avoid that to happen again and to reduce overall the risk of getting compromised in your company. Real quick, how did we start? Actually, this started as a research last year in July 2014. But the idea of network engineering actually started a passion in Deltech. I graduated in 2011 here after my ESL program because I learned to speak. I was sharing with my girlfriend actually yesterday. I was telling her it's pretty cool. I'm coming back after 5-6 years where I actually learned to speak English and then now come up with a business. So that's pretty cool. And then at the end, after my associate's degree, I got my bachelor's in computer network security in Wilmington University, and that's how we started. Because I love network engineering. I really love to know how the data gets actually transferred, how the communication works, and things like that. So, but the cybersecurity part started with Wilmington University. We are 4 people now. We all have different talents. We go from physical security, wireless security, social engineering, which is more like trying to trick the user to provide information to you. All this type of different, I would say, attack vectors. And after going to the SANS Institute, actually, I went for 2 classes, really expensive classes. Actually, my company paid for it. The IT company that I work for also on the side. That was pretty cool. Because after that, I was actually be able to develop different programs that I can apply to a new business. And of course, our business started legally with the license and everything in December 2014. And we started actually having our first clients in February 2015. So that was pretty quick. As soon as we started talking to different organizations, they were just, you know what, come to my company. We want to do some presentations, and it worked. Who are our customers? I would say small and mid-sized businesses because they don't have the in-house expertise, the money, the security controls actually to protect their organization. I would say people that are increasing their BYOD, bring your own device, right? We see that a lot. So people are coming with all these programs, but they don't know how to actually protect those devices. Same thing happening in school, right? We're giving our kids tablets, and that's like a weapon to me because that's another device in the internet that now somebody can have access to your kids. So that's what we also teach as well in companies. And no servers on site, right? We don't want, our clients always tell us, I don't want another server because I have to pay for that and then get some more IT support. So we do pretty much most of it from the cloud. Multiple security products, we have companies having all these traditional security controls that don't work. You know, so they want to know what's going on and things like that, and also concerns about privacy that in our main clients actually get categorized by compliance. We have HIPAA compliance, PCI DSS, SOX, and NERC, so that's what we classify all of them. And of course, a company that wants needs scalability, and that's actually what small businesses want, right? Because they know they'll be growing as well, so they want a team actually to be with them and help them with all this growth. Now, how do we fix? That's supposed to be what is the problem? Sorry about that. So what is the problem? Or how do we fix this problem? The first problem is that small businesses actually, once again, have a limited budget, time also, limited control of all the computers that they have. They have an IT department, but the IT department only makes things work, right? They just help you with software, how to install a computer, how to actually connect the firewall with the switches and things like that. So they just make things work, but they don't have the appropriate visibility of your network to protect you. Limited awareness, right? Same concept that was brought by our solid presenter, that if you're not aware of what's going on, you don't know actually what you're missing first. You don't know how to protect yourself. You don't know how to actually respond to a threat if you don't know, right? Traditional security controls, once again, are not working for them, and they want to get that protection that enterprises have, right? They want the enterprise level because they are pointing to that direction, so they want that protection, but unfortunately, that's too expensive for them. Another problem, I would say, is their perceptions, right? So the first problem was more like business side, what I don't have, but also their perception is that, first of all, for example, good example with retailers, they think that they have the proper visibility to respond to an attack. They also think that with traditional security controls such as antivirus, they can actually protect their environment. And they also think that only large retailers are the ones that get compromised. Well, studies don't lie, right? So 73% of SMBs, small businesses, right, have been compromised with cyber attacks. And they don't see that. They miss that part in here. They think that I'm not too big, I'm not going to get compromised, right? And also, it took most of antivirus, I would say, makers, it took months to actually update their databases in order to protect new clients and also current clients against all these threats, right? And also, once again, another example, 98% of POSs, which is the point of sales, when you go to Walmart, when you go to Target, and all the point of sales, 98% actually of these POS attacks took months actually to clean them and also get them back and running. Another problem, right? 20% of them with less than 250 employees, they get compromised, and 60% of these small businesses, within the 6 months of getting compromised, they actually go out of business. So that's the part that they're missing. They don't see how dangerous it is not to be protected. So another problem, quick, just for a CEO, a CFO, they probably don't see these numbers, and that's the lack of security, also awareness, because they don't know what cybersecurity can actually bring to your company. If you're not aware, if you don't know how to detect it, those are the numbers. I think that a CFO wouldn't be that happy to see, and his average cost bridge in the United States is $1 million. Well, it's $1.5 billion. So that's what most of them go out of business. So now how do we fix the problem, right? First, we provide the flexibility that your business needs. For example, we come out with cloud solutions. We also can do a VMware environment, which is a virtual environment. We can provide our solutions in one computer, or pretty much have your server. If you have a server, we can put just an image of our product and it can be run right away. And we can also do turnkey deployment. So if you don't have a server with virtual environments and you don't want to use cloud because compliance doesn't let you sometimes send your data out. So that's also one of the requirements that some clients ask us, I cannot send my data out, I cannot use cloud services. Cool. You can just have a turnkey deployment, a box that's already configured, put it in your network, and boom, it's just running right away. Also, the way we fix these problems too with companies not being able to have the proper visibility of their whole network is we have our products that has visibility, is based on visibility, and this little dot represents recording. So we record what happens in your network. We record, I would say, months of activity in your network. So when something happens, then we can detect it by going back to the logs and say, okay, what's going on with this computer, how this started, and we can able actually to respond, and at the same time we can prevent it at the end because we can ban that threat from your network. So that's really important. We're based on recording as well. Once you record what's going on in your network as well, you can apply what is called application control. So you have your computer running 3 different software, and with recording and application control, you can just lock that computer from the primary level, because you're talking to the endpoint, which is the computer, right? You lock it to only run 3 different software, and that's the type of security that, in my opinion, is the future. Antiviruses are actually fighting a losing battle here, because they are based, most of them, in signatures. They have a database where they can just protect you just if you look at these signatures. So probably the same kind of picture that we showed before. It's lack of visibility, right? So that's what traditional controls do. They just show you the tip of the iceberg, and they tell you you're protected, but they don't know what's going on in here. And here's where the advanced threats actually are hiding there, and our solutions are the ones that give you that whole visibility over there. Also, once again, we record everything, and we can actually put the proper security controls to be able to respond right away instead of waiting weeks and months until your computer starts getting slow, and then you say, I don't know what's going on, and it's too late because all your data is already out. Also, we have 24/7, I would say, monitoring, where we have different security controls in place to do some log correlation. So when something is going on in your environment, we can just correlate all this data and tell us, hey, this is not what your environment it's actually doing every day. Something is different here. And also we provide security awareness. We provide from the cloud. We have different modules where your employees can actually learn more about cybersecurity, and they can protect themselves against different attacks, such as, for example, a spam attack, right? They don't know how to identify a phishing email, which is an email that tricks you to click on a link telling you I'm your bank, so click on change your password. So they don't have the appropriate education. We can just do that from the cloud as well, and also we can do some on-site consulting. And that's the result, right? We have a human with the most important operating system, which is your brain, and we create that type of security where malware is actually not going in. And also compliance, once again, compliance is continuous. It's a continuous process, not just a one-time thing, and that's what costs money to companies, because they cannot just have this continuous compliance that IT charges you as a project. It's not part of their, so just to finish up, what are the benefits, right? Well, all-in-one solution, because we actually centralize everything in our consoles, 24/7, cloud environment, you centralize everything, you reduce the cost. Once again, IT is expensive. If you have also what is called a chief information, it's called a CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, that person will charge you $75,000, $80,000, just one person to be in your environment to do all the things that I just explained right here. And we charge the companies a fraction of that per year. It's really easy because we have the appropriate tools to actually manage different companies at the same time. And we reduce the risk, which is the most important thing. We do not tell you that we will stop the threats. We don't tell you that risk is over, because that's actually not cybersecurity principle. We reduce the risk, which is what companies don't tell you. They tell you that if you put this antivirus, you're all protected. That's not true. And of course, you save hours doing your compliance and things like that. And just to finish this slide, is the last one. People, process, and technology is what working together is what's going to have your environment more secure. Remember that. People, process, and technology, not just technology. Don't just trust in technology. With people, if you train the right people, you have the most effective type of security against advanced attacks. Data collection over detection. You have to arm your endpoints. You have to know what's going on in your network. Be proactive and not reactive. I see a lot of reactive action in different companies. They get compromised and they don't know what to do, but they just like to react. They don't know what to do before that, right? They don't know what is the proactive way to actually stop these attacks. And you have to patch the most important operating system in your network, the human. They spend thousands of dollars patching, trying to build this great computer, but the user is the one that clicks a link and your whole security controls all then go down. Protect yourself, your business, and your family, and remember that you are the target. Remember that. Thank you.